With that
You
being
know I
said,
never will, bro.
how's Ricky doing, man? I think he's having a hard time adjusting.
What do you mean? He did maze with us the other day. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I was in the car with him and Bubbles, and he was like, "Listen, man, you know, he, he essentially said and asked, you know, he asked if Lang hated him, and I said Lang doesn't really hate anyone. Like, none of the Dons hate you, or really hate anyone. You know, it's just if they don't know you, they don't know you. You know, it just takes time. So he was, he was kind of thinking about that for a second, and we moved on, and then it seemed like he was generally saying that doesn't not welcomed, but doesn't feel heard and things like that. Which this isn't a daycare.
Right.
Half of me is gonna. At the same time, I understand the adjustment. It's not lost on me what he did, and the risk and the balls it takes to do that. So I respect it,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to help him through it.
Let me tell you what I told him. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He left like a group that he was like in, and you know what I mean. I told him, I said, listen, if you leave and like try to join us, like you can't expect to just be brought in overnight, dude. Like it's gonna take time.
Yeah, it's not like that.
It's just not how it works. Like you got to play the part, bro. Like you just got to help Cypress with shit. Like if you just like are around and are doing shit for the group, they will notice you.
Yep, it's true.
So I just don't think he's given it enough time. Like I think he just is expecting it to happen like right away. But Skipper and I like drilled it into his head. Like it's gonna take time. Like it's just not the way you think it's gonna happen.
It's just how it is.
I told him, I said, once they get to know you, like they'll fuck with you. I mean, you're a funny guy.
Yeah. It's just it's all circumstance. It could happen at any point. Like a lot of my guys aren't even, a lot of my guys aren't bought in yet, and they have been around for months doing a whole bunch of work constantly.
Yeah, I mean, like Skip, Jaden, David, Junior, like all Zahn, all those guys aren't bought in. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he just came with the expectation that like if he left and joined right away, he was like in it.
He's in and like up there and like has a say.
Yeah, I told him
it's just not how it works.
It's gonna work.
Yeah.
I love Ricky. Like I'm glad he's around. But
Yeah,
he
same.
just gotta. I think he just gets in his head sometimes, so you just gotta reel it in.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just a lot of people like that are just gonna take it to heart and take it personally, and then they're gonna start dooming, and it's gonna be in the back of their mind, and they won't be able to like, for lack of a better term, like progress with what they want to do, because that fear is like instilled in them. And they just gotta let go and do their thing, and like, you just gotta be your own person.
That's what I told him, and it's like a big like. I don't know if I'd say culture shock, but he went from like a Southside gang to this. Like this is clearly not anything that he's been a part of, and it shows. But I think it's like that for most of us, to be honest. At least for like my group, like the Albedo boys, like we've never done anything like this. Like we're all just used to the Southside shit. But I think his biggest thing is you just got to give it time. You just got to be around, just put in the work, and like they'll notice.